Who's back? Good. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the SHIB Worldwide 50/50 Update. Hey, welcome to another edition of the SHIB Worldwide 50/50 Raffle. I'm Will, your host, and thanks for coming and tuning in to another edition of the greatest raffle in the world. And why is this the greatest raffle in the world? Thanks for asking. Yes, we're the only raffle that pays you to play. We award the winner with 50%, and then we reduce SHIB circulating supply by 50%. Therefore, everybody wins in SHIB. That's the whole purpose of the SHIB Worldwide 50/50 raffle, is to increase your awareness. Plus, we just burned 3,255% of SHIB circulating supply today. Massive shout out to everybody. Massive love shout out to every single person that took part in the burn. We want to make sure that we award the same people that gave it to us. The massive burns that happened today. I want to say massive thank you to those that burned SHIB today. Woo wee! That's awesome for every single person that understands what that means. It adds $314 and a couple cents, a few cents. I think it was 42 or 40. Hold on to your party hats. We'll get right into it. 1434. So $314.34 given back to every single wall holder on the plant. That's amazing. So we want to applaud those that took part in it, and that's amazing for everybody. That welcome. Remember to guard your privacy. That very important labeling on today's events. Now, without further ado, we're going to get into analytics. I'm going to do analytics. Save. Edit. Hold on, little girl. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines as we gear up for another edition of the. Ooh, we're not in entertainment. We're going to go to comedy, right? Comedy. Oh, hold on. I don't have that thumbnail. I gotta go grab the thumbnail. Then we're going to share a video with you, presentation on the SHIB Worldwide 50/50 raffle. Just a quick little recap of what we do here. Hold on. Can you hear me now? How about now? Playlist. Done. Sorry about the wait, guys, but I'm using a different platform tonight. This one, I have to go in and manually do everything. Please bear with me. We're having some difficulties. Loading. Load. Let it load. Let it load. Let it load. Okay, as you can see, the price has jumped up a little bit, so that's good news for everybody. Man. Not good. We'll just cut right into the video. I hope that goes better than this. This is nuts. After these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah, it's just insane. Come on, people now. Smile on your brother. Everybody get together and rock one another right now. Yeah, it's embarrassing. That's what it is. Anyway, let's jump into this one. See if we can do the video. See if we can do the video for everybody. All right.
What's going on, everyone? It's Will Major, your host.
Excellent. Hardly a pause there at all. Crypto revolution.
And let's talk about SHIB. Now, you might have seen headlines about SHIB's price, but today we're diving deeper than that. We're talking about a fundamental shift in how this currency operates. We're seeing a 3,200% surge in value-added activity for SHIB. And that's not just hype, there are real mechanics behind it. Platforms like SHIB5050raffle.com are changing the game, and today, we're breaking down exactly how. So, if you're ready to go beyond the charts and understand the forces reshaping SHIB's future, you're in the right place. Let's dive right into it. Here's the thing about Shiba that most people miss. It's not just about buying low and selling high. The Shiba community is designed for massive activity. Every time Shiba changes hands, a small portion gets burned, permanently removed from circulation. Now, think about a platform like SHIB5050raffle.com. Thousands of tickets are purchased constantly as people buy raffle tickets using SHIB at low cost to entry points. Each ticket purchase burns more SHIB, and those transactions add up fast. This is basic economics. Reduce supply while demand increases. And you've got a recipe for long-term price acceleration upwards. It's not magic, it's math. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. One of the most exciting things about SHIB5050raffle.com is that it's completely borderless. Anyone, anywhere in the world can participate. This isn't just about speculation, it's about real-world use. Think about it. People from all walks of life are using Shiba as a currency to buy raffle tickets. This global adoption is crucial for long-term success. When a token can seamlessly facilitate transactions across borders, it demonstrates its utility beyond just being a store of value. This is how crypto goes from niche to mainstream. Now let's talk about the raffle itself. We're not just talking about small prizes here. People are winning life-changing amounts of Shiba. Just 1,063 people buy 20 tickets, cost them £10 or $12.40 USDT or $17.78 Canadian. SHIB Worldwide Raffle rewards a luck winner with 1,120,000,000 and 22,400 Shibas awarded at this price currently. Now imagine 5,000 people, 10,000 people, 500,000 people buying tickets daily would mean. And what do you think most winners do? They reinvest, buying more raffle tickets. This creates a powerful cycle of reinvestment. Winners become even more invested in the Shiba community, putting their winnings back into play. This constant flow of Shiba being used to buy tickets, then won as prizes, and reinvested back into tickets creates a powerful engine for price dramatically increases. It's a cycle that feeds itself. One thing that sets SHIB apart is its incredible community, and platforms like SHIB5050raffle.com tap into that community spirit in a big way. Think about it. A 50-50 raffle is inherently exciting. It creates a shared experience where everyone is invested in the outcome. This fosters a sense of belonging and encourages active participation. Rather than just holding SHIB passively, people are using it, engaging with the community, and contributing to the exponential growth. That's powerful. For a long time, people dismissed SHIB as just a meme coin. But platforms like SHIB5050raffle.com are proving that SHIB is more than just hype. It has real utility. When a token can facilitate transactions, drive engagement, and create tangible value, it transcends its meme status. It becomes a real-world asset with demonstrable utility. This is how SHIB sheds its meme coin image and gains recognition as a serious player in the crypto space. So what's the bottom line? This 3,200% surge in value-added activity isn't some random blip on the radar. It's a direct result of platforms like SHIB5050raffle.com creating real sustainable demand for SHIB. This isn't just about price speculation, it's about building a worldwide currency known as Shiba to increase in value and integral to its operation. This is how a token evolves from a speculative asset to a thriving community. If this momentum continues, and I think it will, we're not just watching price action, we're watching a token transform into a movement. As always, this is not financial advice, and I'll see you in the next video.
Hey, Jason Cox. Woo! Oklahoma brother. Yeah, it's good to see you, Jason. Yeah, so this was your AI experience, um, which is awesome for the video, if you liked it or not. It's pretty much the same as before. It's just, it gives a bit more insight. The 3,255% increase in reduction of SHIB circulating supply is a massive driver. We want to see that increase as time goes on. Yeah, exactly. You like the video. That's good. That's good. Or you like, or you're like the video. Yeah. So if you notice, there's a little thing in there. It says hot dog. Yeah, it's. I'm gonna have that on the. It's gonna be on Rumble. It's gonna be on YouTube soon. I'm gonna be posting that as soon as I'm done here. Yeah, I was hoping to get more people on. Yesterday we had, I think we had 17. Jason, I think we had 17 people on. By the time I was done, I had over 43 viewers, which was not bad considering that we only had 2 visitors every time we do a live event like tonight. Even though we advertise it in cryptocurrency, even though we've posted several times, yeah, this likes the video. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, yeah. So we're posting that. I don't like what they do with the videos for AI because they keep calling it shibs. They keep calling it everything but SHIB. You noticed? And I looked at a couple of my videos prior, and I keep cutting out. Now I don't know if it's because I speak too fast. I was thinking I speak too fast. SHIB did go up today. If anyone noticed, it did pop up like 4.8% on the day for activity. SHIB is extremely undervalued at this level, but whatever, it is what it is. Gives everyone else an opportunity to buy it. We recommend that everybody buy it, but only spend a lottery ticket's worth. We keep saying the same thing every single day. That's exactly what you should be doing, though. It's treated like a lottery ticket because you don't need to go and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy a SHIB. You can, but you don't need to, right? I mean, what can you buy out there, investment wise, for $20? What can you buy? Nothing really, right? You can't. There's like, you buy one share of something, or 3 shares, or 4 shares of something, or if you're buying a penny, you can, $20 goes a long way. But you got to remember, you're paying $8 or $6.25 per transaction, and that's if you're an established trader on the channel, right? So please keep that in mind. What do we do differently? We are here to educate the entire world on SHIB. Driving the reduction in SHIB circulating supply increases the value of SHIB. Now, unfortunately, that is not reflected in the price of SHIB. And we expect SHIB to hit $350 billion market cap by sometime this year. So that gives you some sort of. Now, Jason, that's without the raffle draw, okay? $350 billion market cap, that's without the raffle draw. With the raffle draw, we're going to have a hard time keeping up with the amount of reduction in SHIB circulating supply. So what's going to happen is we do a massive reduction. The price is going to be 30 to 40%, but we're nowhere near. So what's going to happen is we'll be like 5 billion market cap. And then the next day, it's going to be $4.6 billion market cap. It's actually going to go lower because we have less supply. Does that make sense to everybody? Everybody get that? The only way that we would drive that price up is if we had buyers, massive amounts of buying in. People start to realize those SHIB is actually reducing its circulating supply. Therefore, people start piling in. But that's not what happens right away. What happens is a shock and awe moment. So everybody's like, wow. what just happened? That kind of thing. And of course, when they do that, it's not like it's a couple of hours, it's days. Okay, it doesn't happen right away. When Shibarium, remember Shibarium, Jason, when they burned 56 billion SHIB, they didn't do it all at once, right? They did it in increments. So the first one they did was 9 billion. Next one was 18 billion. Next one was uh, 7 billion, 8 billion. Like that's the increments that they were doing. What happened? Everybody sold off. I'm not kidding. It's what people do. It's like, wow, look at that burn rate. That's exactly what they do. They just like a deer in headlights. And then someone burned, I think it was 28 million SHIB, and SHIB skyrockets in March of last year. Remember that, Jason? SHIB went 5 times, almost 6 times your money in a very short period of time. Within a month, was already 6 times your money. Anyone remember that? Right after someone burned 27 or 28 million SHIB. Right after, like it happened, and then it took off. It went from 5088 to 12, and then from 12 to 16, and then back down to 14, and then it went from 14 to 20, just like that, within days, within a couple of days of each other. It was awesome, right? It had no stable, it wasn't stable at all, okay, because it just continued to rise as more people came in and took advantage of it, of the burns that were happening. People just didn't understand what was going on, because if they understood what was going on, it would have stayed at that value and continued to go up from there, because more reductions are happening. Now with the SHIB Worldwide 50/50 raffle, I'm expecting that exact same thing to happen. Everybody, but the problem is that everybody's like, oh, it's not going to happen again tomorrow. It's not going to happen again the next day or whatever. And then they're starting to see it every day, day after day after day. And they say, well, it's not sustainable. And I'll be like, well, what do you mean it's not sustainable? We only have 5,000, 6,000 people taking advantage of the SHIB raffle. That's very sustainable throughout the world. That's extremely sustainable throughout the world. To sell that many tickets to 5 or 6,000 people worldwide, yeah, I can do this every day. Or like that's the thing, right, Jason? At 5 or 6,000 people, that's nothing compared to the world population. So, yeah, at that point, everybody would be burnt. Everybody would be seeing the increment in value and the reduction in SHIB circulating supply. Everybody in the world could take advantage of it, and not everybody would be buying every week. But because there's such an influx of in and out, and of course, as soon as the raffle starts to build, people start to pile in more and more and more. And that's just the nature of the beast, right? Everybody wants to make money. So, right now it's at uh, 750,000 pounds per investment. So that means there's a chance of winning 750,000, and plus that we're going to reduce SHIB circulating supply by 750,000 pounds. That's amazing, right? So you get to see that aspect of it. Only one winner, mind you, but then the next day we could be up another 750,000 pounds. That's how fast it can change over, right? Now, is it going to happen every single day? Probably not. 750,000 pounds is a lot of money. But we could absolutely see 750,000 pounds. We could actually see over a billion. Um, over a billion tickets sold. That's where I'm thinking that's going to happen, and that will end up in trillions, guys. Just so that you understand. So, ladies and gentlemen, that would be trillions, trillions and trillions of SHIB sent to the dead end wallet, which would be phenomenal, right, Jason? That would be awesome. Because if that were to happen every single day, you're starting to see 10, 15 trillion SHIB being turfed every single day. The first thing that's going to happen is what just happened. That's the first thing. And then it's the wow factor. And then it's the stupid look on people's faces like they can't believe it. And then the price action starts to appear. At first, the price action drops because there's no volume. That's that people like, That's the people that are gawking at the screen that can't believe their eyes, because when they look at it and they see all these zeros on the burn wallet addresses, and they'll be like, "That can't be right. That's over a trillion." Yeah, that's the trillion, right? 10 trillion, 10, 12 trillion, 13 trillion burned in a single day. Next day, another 10, 12 trillion. All of a sudden, people start panicking, right? And then they go, what's going on? And if no one knows about the raffle, and there's only a few people taking part in it, not everybody's telling everybody about it, they won't even know what's going on. And then the crap hits the fan, right? Because then everybody's trying to pile in. And that's the truth of it. We wanted to stop this before people started doing it, so that everybody would understand it and have it already with the support links, supporting everybody that's helping promote SHIB 50/50 raffle to the entire world, right? That's the whole purpose of the SHIB raffle in the first place, is to promote SHIB, period, throughout the entire world. And we'll do massive shout outs to Gabriel, massive shout outs to um, Paul, massive shout outs to DJ Ryan, massive shout out to Eric, massive love shout out to Eric, massive love shout out to Jason Cox, massive love shout out to Jason M, massive love shout out to Ethan M, massive love shout out to Prince Williams, massive love shout out to everybody in the world that's in SHIB, and everyone that's not in SHIB. Massive love shout out to you, of course. And we would normally do the call outs for each country, but we're going to do massive shout out to the USA, of course, with Jason Cox in Oklahoma City. Massive love shout out to him and his family, and massive love shout out to everyone on the West Coast in California that has lost their home. Our prayers, and I hope everything is going well for you, and hopefully there's some alleviation of stress that's been on your lives. I don't know what's going to happen with Newsom or wherever his name is down there that's representing, and same thing with Los Angeles, the mayor there. I would have thought they would have resigned by now, but that's me, because they're unpopular. I wouldn't, these people probably have a zero chance getting back in as things go as things go on, right, with the politics. Anyway, SHIB isn't about that. SHIB is about helping the entire world, period, become extremely wealthy. The faster you can understand that, the better off you're going to be, and the amount of money that you're going to make is going to be insatiable. You can't even fathom the amount of money you're going to make off of SHIB, and you're always going to make gains on SHIB, because as companies start to understand what's going on, they're going to start reducing SHIB circulating supply on a massive scale. So it's not just a little scale; it's a massive scale, and it's not. Got to remember this. And same thing with Jason. We are only one person now. If we started having a bank, me and Jason, we formed a bank, okay, and we lent out money in the fiat currency, like the U.S. You start a bank, and you're lending out money in the U.S., but you're lending out money in the U.S., you're lending money in the U.K., you're lending out money, but everything's backed in the U.S. funds, okay. But that U.S. funds is backed in SHIB, okay. So it's a two-step process. So we backed it in U.S. currency because that's everybody understands that fiat currency. Then we back that fiat currency in SHIB because we know that the fiat currency for the U.S. is negative $36 trillion. Okay, so the negative the amount that's available is actually minus $8 trillion. Okay, so that's the minus part. So every time that someone takes a loan out, Jason, what we would do is we would do a 20% burn on SHIB circulating supply. Now, why would we do that, Jason? Because that would reduce the circulating supply of SHIB, increasing the value of SHIB. Exactly. And because we want to make sure that the amount that we're making on interest is taken into account the reduction in SHIB circulating supply. So yes, it's backed in fiat currency, but it's actually sitting in SHIB. So all the money that we're lending out to them is all in SHIB. Makes sense? You understand? Once SHIB gets over $1, then we use SHIB directly. But until it gets to that point, you don't use it. It just doesn't make any sense because you can't keep track of the fluctuations. That's the main part, because the currency is fluctuating so much that it's hard to keep a track of just how much money you're making or not making. So until it starts to stabilize. Now we said about stabilization for SHIB is around $350 billion market cap, and that's the truth of it. Once it gets to that point, SHIB should pretty much solidify itself in that area unless we start seeing massive reductions in SHIB circulating supply, which at that point you would start seeing some deterioration of SHIB circulating supply because everybody is going to do the exact same thing. They're going to hold SHIB. Every company, I've talked about this before, every single company. Now, every time that company doesn't, now, if you're thinking about a Moz and Paws store, it's going to take forever to burn SHIB. And you're absolutely 1,000% correct. It's going to take years upon years to even make a small little dent in the overwhelming supply. That is the truth. But if you're looking at this like McDonald's, each transaction reduces SHIB circulating supply. Then you understand that it's not one entity, it's not one organization, it's multiple franchisees that is selling a product that's reducing SHIB circulating supply. So, like Target has how many stores? Walmart has how many stores? Now, Walmart starts investing in SHIB. Wait a second, on every single transaction that we do, online, offline, in the house, in the store, no matter what they're buying, no matter what we're selling, we're going to reduce SHIB circulating supply. Well, wouldn't they, Jason, wouldn't they want to become an exchange? Wouldn't they? And wouldn't they want to buy as much SHIB as they can get their hands on? Exactly. Because they're going to start reducing it to drive the value of their storefront up. Earnings, growth, revenue. The three things that every investor looks at when they're looking at investing in a company. Well, all of a sudden, that company now has earnings, growth, and revenue without doing a thing. All they had to do was buy SHIB, reduce its circulating supply, and report it. And they get to write it off on every single item purchased, regardless if they use SHIB or not. Why would they do that? Increase the revenue, increase their growth, increase their increase revenue, increase their CPI, and increase their growth. Right? Earnings, revenue, and growth. And they didn't have to do anything. All they did was do two things, and the other is all accounting. It's just accounting. It's just accounting practice. And that increases their wealth. Every single company on the planet is going to catch on to it. It just hasn't caught on to it yet because I believe that they don't believe it. I think they're in delusion. And you know that they're in a delusion because where's SHIB price? It would never be this low, guys. It would just extraordinarily just explode. Just like the pressure cooker idea. Just waiting, just boiling, and waiting for the opportunity for everybody to understand what that value add means. It means that, wait a second, I'm going to enhance everything that I have just by obtaining it and reducing the circulating supply at no cost to me. Wow, how come no one else has talked about this? How come no one has brought this to anyone's attention? Exactly. That's exactly my point, exactly. Right? As soon as it catches on, everybody should be taking part in it. Every single person on the planet should want to get involved in it. And that's without the raffle draw. Now the raffle speeds things up drastically, but now the companies and organizations are going to be on the backlog. So now they're going to be forced to buy it at a higher price. But that gives every single person, like you and me and every other Joe and every other Alice, a chance to buy SHIB at a reasonable price before the takeoff. So how much did you have to invest? Very little. $50, $20, $10 invested in SHIB. That drives the price of it up? Absolutely. And what does it do? It increases everybody's winnings. So everybody wins. Massive love show to Rowena. Thanks for coming in. I'm gonna Babe's channel. Massive love show to you. Massive love show to every single person on the planet. Massive love show to Spain. Massive love show to India, all the friends and family from India that we had on the last couple of days. That's awesome. Massive love shout out to Jason Cox. And yeah, so thanks for coming in. I hope you enjoyed the show. It was awesome. Is there any news on SHIB thus far? There is only the 3,200% increase in the volume of reductions in SHIB circulating supply, thus adding 343 dollars, yeah, $314 into every single person that's holding SHIB. That's given back to the entire SHIB community. That's amazing. Okay, Jason. So there's a machine called Ripple. No, it's no relation to XRM. Okay, it's called Ripple. It's a BTC machine, and we have one at the casinos. We have a lot of them at the casinos in Canada. Okay, those machines you can't buy SHIB, but you can take SHIB out into fiat currency. It will let you transfer it, but the price, you got to be careful. It's not cheap, and there's a reason why no one does it, because it's not cheap. It's $50, and they charge you in that currency. So let's say you take out $100 of SHIB. Well, prepare yourself, because there'll be $150 that goes missing from the account. Okay, so just be aware of that. If it's in BTC, it's the same idea, but BTC, if you got $3,000, $4,000 worth of Bitcoin, $50 doesn't seem like that much of a that big of a deal. But $50 is a lot of money, even if it's 10,000, right? $10,000 and you're pulling out and you lose $50. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of money. Now, can you buy Bitcoin? No. Unfortunately, you can't buy it. It's just one way. It's just takeout, right? The BTC machines that are listed BTC and by Bybit, those ones you can. Okay, so just keep that in mind. If it's a BTC machine, you can buy Bitcoin with it. You can buy SHIB with it. All you gotta do is put money into it. Put the fiat currency in, and tell them which coin you want to have. But you got to have your wallet address. Okay, please keep that in mind. You have to have your wallet address. Most of our wallet addresses are on our phones, so and they're very easy to obtain. You get a QR code, scan the QR code from the machine, boom, done. Goes right straight to your wallet. Amazing, awesome technology. So that's the benefits of having cryptocurrency and using a BTC machine. But there is a fee to use it. I'm not sure about buying, because I think most BTC machines, if you buy, there's like 25 cents to 50 cents that they charge you, but that's it. But if you want to pull it out, that's when they charge you more. Makes sense, right? Because when you pull it out, it's the crossover that they want to make their money on when you're pulling it out, because they have to load the machine. Someone's going to go and load the machine with money. Well, that's fiat currency. Of course, there's an exchange rate. It's just like any other exchange in the world. There's an exchange rate that you have to pay back to the BTC machine to pay the person that's going to fill it. So is it very much money? It could be $3-4, right? Same as if you're in a casino and you use the ATM machine, they charge you more money, like $4.50, because they can. Because in a casino, they know that the next ATM is a few blocks away, right? It's nothing close, right? That's the truth of it. There's nothing close, and if it is close, chances are it's not the machine you want. So if you have Bank of America card, Jason, you got your Bank of America card, and it only takes Wells Fargo, right? Or Fidelity, or right? That means there's going to be a charge associated with that. Once you put it in, take it out, it's going to be a charge with that. Now, Jason, SHIB has the exact same thing, same idea. What's going to happen with the SHIB circulating supply every time you do that transaction? There's a burn mechanism put into that. Even in the BTC machines, there's a mechanism that reduces SHIB circulating supply. Do you believe that or not? That's awesome, eh? That's already instituted in the machine. Every single machine that's purchased or bought, there's a burn mechanism on SHIB. No, that's not a joke. That's truth. But how many people are using it to take out SHIB? Very, very small amounts. I would say zero. Nobody's using it. And once they start, that's going to be the time that everybody is going to benefit in SHIB, because you're going to see these machines being utilized everywhere. Because you can send money too, right? You can. Oh, I'm at a BTC machine. Into my wallet. I want to transfer it to a different account, but because of the VPN and where I'm at, I can't transfer it. But now with the machine, it allows you to transfer it to another machine within the same jurisdiction. So the benefits of that are huge, right, Jason? Massive, right? So if you're in a different country, oh, no problem. You're on a BTC machine at the airport. Boom, boom, boom. It'll allow you to do the transaction. Boom. To send it to your wallet address that you have set up at your bank account. Everything done on your phone. Long as it's not $2 or $3 million worth, you're okay. If it's $2 or $3 million worth, then you could be waiting a couple of days. Now, please keep in mind, 7 work days or 5 business days is not. You're thinking crypto. Crypto doesn't have business days. Crypto 24/7, 7 days a week, 24/7 days. Okay, but you need to pull that money out and put it into fiat currency, or you need to exchange it with a bank. That bank has to be open at that time. So if your holidays come short, or if you only have a few days left in that country of origin that you're in, you might want to consider that when you're transferring money, just so that you know. Just so that you know and are aware of that situation. Now, SHIB is constantly adding value to its holders every single day, and that's amazing. And I'm going to cut it short, guys. Sorry about that, Jason. I wanted to get into other stuff with everybody, because I want to make sure that everyone understands what SHIB does for the world, because it benefits everybody. Like, it totally that's why we cover so much of it, because everybody benefits. We want to make sure that message gets out there loud and clear, that everybody that gets into SHIB, it benefits them. So if you're not into SHIB, you should be. Every coin, every token should own a portion of SHIB. No word of a lie. Every project that wants to get solidified should own SHIB, and they should come up with a reduction in SHIB circulating supply, because increasing the value should be the paramount on everybody's mind, because SHIB is doing something that none of them can do. Reduce, 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 gain, 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 gain. That's the truth of it. And as soon as people start figuring that out, SHIB is going to be going in one direction and one direction only. Straight up. And only the people that are getting out still don't get it. Right? That's the truth of it. That's the bottom line. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great and wonderful day. Until tomorrow. If anyone was asking about the raffle update, we'll do a raffle update. Statistics: 755 visitors. Yesterday we had 5 visitors. Woo-wee! 5. 10-page reviews, 5 visitors. So we have seesawed our way to boredom. Right, exactly. So yeah, we'll be hosting the raffle draw tomorrow. Whether or not we hope we are able to sell that many tickets doesn't matter. We always host it anyway, just to build awareness until the raffle takes off. Once the raffle takes off, everybody will be doing this full time. So we'll be hosting at least 2 videos a day, and we'll be doing 2 specials, right? because we'll be hosting the raffle. So the raffle have two different specials. One is, and Jason knows what those specials are. One is the reduction in SHIB circulating supply. The other one is the reward. The person that gets the reward, and then everybody else gets their reward right afterward, right? So then the massive reduction in SHIB circulating supply. And we'll do a couple little things after to show everybody exactly how much money is being made on the YouTube channels, the Rumble channels, Facebook channels, Instagram, TikTok, WhatsApp. If we're making any money on WhatsApp, all of it goes towards what? Reduction in SHIB circulating supply. And why do we do that? Because it adds value to every single wallet holder. And as fast as that can get out, that's when we take off. And that's the truth of it. Because what you're seeing right now is a whole bunch of people not getting it. That's the truth of it. They just don't get SHIB. And I don't know if they ever will. Well, eventually they will. Hopefully before the raffle takes off, because once the raffle takes off, God knows how fast we are going to fly. Right, Jason? Because we are going to skyrocket. Skyrocket in sight. Afternoon delight. Anyway, thanks for coming, everybody. Massive love shout out to Jason Cox. Massive love shout out to Babe's channel. Massive love shout out to Wena. Massive love shout out to Rowena. Massive love shout out to Prince, of course. Massive love shout out to Jason M, Ethan M. Massive love shout out to everyone in the world. Everyone in the world. Massive love shout out to you. Please put in comments, if you haven't already, liked and comment on the channel. Make sure you subscribe to keep up to date what's going on, because you don't want to get left out when the raffle takes off. None of you do. Not a single soul wants to get left out once the raffle starts to take off. And once that takes off, you're going to see massive reductions in SHIB circulating supply like you have never seen before since Vladimir Buterin burned 410 trillion SHIB. Now, can we burn 410 trillion SHIB in a day? Not a chance. Not a chance. Why? Jason knows why. Because there's just not that many tokens left in circulating supply. Remember, we can only burn half. Okay? That's 290, possible 294 trillion SHIB. That's the max that we can burn. The other persons get the 294 trillion. That's right. And then they have to sell it for us to buy more, to get more tickets. They have to sell it to get us to, for people to get more tickets. You understand that concept? And then that's the whole purpose of this, is that people are aware that's exactly what's going on with SHIB. That's the power behind SHIB. Like, it's massive power, massive power. The reduction in SHIB circulating supply, imagine every single person that has a business starts to reduce SHIB circulating supply with just the smallest amount, 5 cents, 10 cents, 20 cents on every single transaction, regardless if it's in SHIB or not, period. And why would they do that? Because they're buying hundreds of billions of SHIB so that they can take advantage of the reduction in SHIB circulating supply. And that's why they do it. And that's why every single company or organization on the planet will do that, because that's going to increase their value, revenue, and growth. And they didn't do a thing. And they get to write that off at the end of the year. And they get to write that off monthly. If they're smart, they'll do it monthly, show that they're reducing their fiat currency by doing this. And then they get a kickback. So not only does it not cost them anything, they're getting a kickback to do it. So they're even making money doing it. It's a win-win. You can't fathom how positive, how lucrative this is for the entire planet. And they're sitting on it, and no one knows what it means. Blows my mind. Just completely blows my mind. Anyway, I'm Will, your host of the SHIB Worldwide 50/50 Raffle. If you found this entertaining at all, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe. Make sure you comment on the channel. Make sure you share it with everybody you know. Don't want to get anyone left out. It's a worldwide event. We don't want to see anyone get left out. Have a great and wonderful day, everyone. Cheers. God bless each and every one of you. And that's your news update, Jason. Just in case you were wondering of what I was talking about, right? So I know that people don't like to read on the website, and that's fair enough. That's what this is what this whole thing is about. If you read the scenarios, you'd understand a few of these little hints. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody. Have a great, wonderful evening. We're gonna rock you out. God bless you. Jesus loves you. This is Good Friday. Woo! This is awesome. Good Friday. So Jesus died for all of us so that we may have eternal life in heaven. Isn't that amazing? We didn't have to do anything for that. That Jesus took all our pain, all our anguish, everything on the cross when he died. Because he is the Lamb of God. That's why that every knee shall bow, every head shall bow, every knee shall bend. Every house shall bow, every knee shall bend. Because he sacrificed himself for all of us. All of us, long before we were ever born. Isn't that awesome? That's the power of Jesus Christ. Thank you and have a great, wonderful day, everyone. God bless you. Peace out, everybody. Look out for one another. Be good. Respect. Have a great, wonderful time. Enjoy the night. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same channel. Broadcasting to live from Calgary, Canada. Cheers, everyone. Bye-bye.